I understand. Then, in a sense, what with the Trinity that emerged above it, to follow the analogy, at least energetically, is that the triangle below it would be Mary.
Yeah, that's the triangle below the two blocks of stone.
So that's the womb for the resurrection.
The womb of the earth itself, and you know, the earth is a life being, and the beat, it can be measured somehow, like 8 hertz, you know, the slowest beat, and this is the powerful cycle and of the earth itself.
So this became a place then to meet and to give back, and then to, in a sense, to die with awareness and consciousness in initiation, and then to prepare for a new life.
That's the place.
While embodied.
Exactly. You go and energize the body there, and women and men. There is no separation of sex then. The only separation of sex exists when men begin to write. You have to put. You're talking about. Man or woman by adding this feminine T in the language. And as far as I know, that the language doesn't help. The written language doesn't help much, but the fact is it's misguided the session, misguided the people. Then you have one sentence or 2 sentences written on the wall, but the translation it depends on the individual, how you take it, how you understand it.
So that the spoken language would have been a different experience.
Yes, the spoken language
would have been understood depending on who was...
Exactly. When we say language here, we address what we're doing. When we say language, we're using the Greeks, les langues, the tongue. But actually, the language in the Khemitian mental is the vibration of the throat. If I'm talking to you, I'm using the vibration of my throat, reaches your hearing system, and that play with your chemical system, make you happy or other way.
Understand.
Yeah.
So the 5 holy days then, in a sense, were days to pay homage to the 5 phases.
No, this is collected in the harvest. This is little before the festivals. The 5 days of the festival comes right after the harvest season. We have 3 seasons, not 4. So the year was divided in 3 seasons. The main season is the harvest season, where part goes to the house, another part goes to the temple. And then you are content that you have done what you're supposed to do. Then you go as a guest of God in the temple, having the feast in the temple, like cooked food and beer and wine. Yeah, interesting that in the temple of Komombo, on the wall, you see people when they waiting for the moment of that festival, where the priests carry the bark, where the shrine of veiled God is taking a place to cycle the temple. People waiting long time, so they talk freely, like sometimes you say bad words. And on the walls of Komombo temple, you have 2 ears on the wall. And perhaps this is what we call today, walls has ears. Yeah. So, like I've paid too much, and you know, something like complaining.
If stones could hear.
And
Yes.
Yeah, there is a little niche where the high priest is sitting there listening to the... That's a fact. No, I want you to know that the walls of the temple of today, it is the latest wall built on the same spot. The latest walls built on the same spot, like the temple of Komombo, which is I'm talking about, that's late period temple, maybe 300-400 years BC. But when you dig down below, you get to walls, say, 4,000-5,000 years BC. Yeah. So, you're welcome. Ptolemy, that is the Greek-Roman. And you see names of the Greek and Roman rulers on the walls in Egyptian hieroglyphic, in Egyptian Suf language. And I want to tell you that the Suf is the name of the language, written language in Egypt. And you may hear the phrase here in in the European world, you say philosophies. Filio, the children of the Sufi, Filio-Suf, the children or the people who take their education of Egypt or of Sufland. Thank you.